Hi guys, I'm very excited about this video today because I finally can reveal something on the channel that we've never featured before, and that is a car detailing business pack for those of you who just want to get out there and start making money as quickly as possible. And the best thing about it is none of these tools right here are aimed at your domestic market. No, this is high quality, heavy duty, commercial grade tools that are set to last you for many years to come. So what we're going to do is open up this enormous bundle of tools, go through everything, look at the specs and find out what it is truly capable of. So if you are thinking about starting your very own detailing business, then this video right here is definitely going to be right up your street. Before we dive into this, I just wanted to thank the team at Equip to Clean for allowing me to make this video. I met these guys at Waxstock this year and I really liked the personal approach they gave their customers. And the more I was talking with them, the more I realised that they had something that the industry needs so badly. And that's a highly engaging team that just wants to work with businesses like yourselves directly. So I went away from Waxstock feeling positive. So I decided to carry out some research myself, and I heard nothing but positive reviews from detailing businesses about the way that they handle their customers individually. And long story short, they sell a range of cleaning equipment heavily focused on the commercial market. And one thing they like to do is help people get their businesses off the ground by putting together bundles such as patio cleaning, window cleaning, and not forgetting car detailing. And this is what we have for you today. So let's get this box open and find out what's inside. Although the picture's a bit of a giveaway. It's a pretty big box. There's so many things I'm looking forward to opening up later. So in here we have the Aquarius Pro Wet, which is their wet vac. Let's just pull this out. Okay, this is a massive. Wow. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. My first impressions, we have a very solid, bulky unit. The wheels on this are enormous. So the first thing I can see from this are the wheels being incredibly robust. I mean, they are solid, but they got to be, because when you've got this filled up with water, that is going to put a lot of pressure. I suppose that was the only drawback I had with my Charles. As much as I love my Charles wet vac, those wheels, when you've got all that weight in, you know, it is putting a lot of pressure on those little plastic wheels. So it's quite refreshing to see something like this. I mean, that's fantastic, isn't it? And if you are working outside and you've got some tough terrain, as in uneven surfaces, I don't think there's any danger here of this falling over. And I like this handle here. I'm guessing the way this has been designed has been to wrap the cable around just to make it a bit more convenient. Now what we have here is a 3-meter hose, which basically connects onto your machine. This has also got a quick release as well. I'm just gonna have a go at putting it in. Oh, that went in really nice. That was satisfying. So that goes in pretty instantly. And we also have a little trigger which basically allows you to spray the chemicals into the seats. This is great, I like this. This is perfect for what I need. It's about time. I've needed to upgrade my equipment. So I've put together the carpet cleaning tool with the stainless steel tubes. I'll tell you what you could do with this. You could actually offer a few upsells. I mean, we're coming into winter soon. There's going to be a lot of muddy footprints all over the carpet. I live on a farm, so I'm definitely going to be using this in my own house for that matter. But if you want to get a couple of extra quid from some upsells, seriously, offer a little bit of carpet cleaning. That's why they've got all these chemicals in that bundle. Do you know what? I thought whilst we're featuring the carpet cleaner, I may as well show you a few more chemicals that are going to be specifically designed for this machine. So here we have 4 5-litre containers. You're probably thinking, why didn't they put it in a 20-litre container? Well, that's to try and save you weight. Remember, you are going to be a business, you're going to be on the go, and realistically, you're not going to need to carry 20 litres around with you everywhere you go. So this spot cleaner is what you're going to put in a pump sprayer. You're obviously going to have to dilute it down because this is concentrated. Allow it to dwell, and then you can wet vac it up. However, if you wanted to go one step further, you can use this carpet cleaning powder. This is a heavy duty solution, and basically it's what you're going to put into the machine, use the trigger, spray it, agitate it, and then suck it back up again. So it's a combination of, like, this is a bit like detailing actually, a pre-wash and a shampoo. That's probably the best way to describe it. Let's jump on to the next tool, and what we have right here is the Aquarius Pro Steam Cleaner. Now on the face of it, you might be looking at it saying, oh, that's cute, Dave. It's a nice little domestic steam cleaner. No, far from it. It's only when you look really close do you notice the build quality of this is sensational and in a different league. Just this little cap here, very weighty, solid. It's got a locking system in it, which means that it's not going to just fly off. It's got to be secure for you to use one of these because you're dealing with steam and high pressure, and that can be very dangerous. And this machine would give you up to 30 minutes continuous steam cleaning, which I think is brilliant. I don't think you're going to be needing to use a steam cleaner for any longer period. I'm pretty sure of that. But moving on to this, if we continue with the build quality features, I mean, look at the hose on this. That's really long, it's solid, it's nice and chunky, and then we have a really decent trigger here as well. And it has got a safety catch, which I like on this, because every time I used to pick up my domestic steamers, you'd pick them up and you'd get to the point where if you're not concentrating, you could accidentally blast yourself in the face, and yeah, we all know what happens there. It's got a safety catch to actually stop that from happening. I'm very intrigued to find out how this is going to perform because I've always been on the fence with steam cleaners. Sometimes I like them, many times I just hate them. But then again, I don't think I've ever used anything like this. So I'm praying this is going to be a massive step up from my SC4 that I've got. Now, I've got 4 different heads here actually. The first one that we're going to look at is this one where it's got one tiny hole on it. And it's basically designed to give you more pressure and for you to work on those intricate areas. So if you are steam cleaning an engine bay, you can put one of these brushes on. You actually get 2 here, and that will actually help assist it. I have done a video on engine bay cleaning with a steam cleaner. Definitely go check it out after this video is finished. We've also got an upholstery head with a little sock. This is ideal for seat cleaning. We've got another one here for glass as well. And if you do want to do some additional steam cleaning on any carpets, if you were to get something like vomit on it, for example, definitely going to come in handy, that one. Interestingly enough, there's a better way of filling up your steam cleaner. You basically have one of these little filler bottles. So you put your water in like so, turn it upside down once the lid's on. It's not going to go anywhere. What you do is put the bottle in like so, press it down, and then the water is going to be released into the system. I absolutely love that. This is a moment that I've been waiting for a long time, and I finally got my hands on another commercial pressure washer. You've seen me use so many different domestic models over the last couple of years, and I thought, well, it's about time that we get something that I can permanently stick over there in the unit and just use whenever I'm doing my videos. There may be the occasional domestic pressure washer that I may feature later on, but this is going to be my go-to for the next few months at least. So what we're going to be doing later on, probably maybe towards early next year, we'll be doing a full review on it, a long-term review, just to see how well this has actually performed over time. Now, as I'm going to be using it in various other videos, I will be keeping you updated, so make sure you hit the subscribe button because you don't want to miss out in case there is any other things that you should know about. Now, the first thing you might notice is, yep, it's an electric pressure washer. It looks quite small. Surely that's going to be nice and light to carry around. No, not a chance. This is one of the heaviest pressure washers. That's immense, that really is. That's actually a good thing because at least if it's a commercial grade machine, there's no cheap plastic components in here. This thing is rock solid, so I'm really impressed with that. Now, unlike your domestic machine, there's not really many areas for you to put any accessories or put your lance or anything like that, so it's pretty bog standard. We have got a little section here where we could put our 4 nozzles. So we've got 0, 15, 25 and 40 degree nozzles. So I like the fact you can put them in. You're never really going to have to use the 0 degrees because that is just full power where you get it in one line. Other than that, we've got a nice dial here if you want to adjust the pressure. We've also got an operating pressure of up to 130 bar maximum and a flow rate of 570 litres. And another thing to mention, we actually have a 15-metre commercial steel grade hose, which just fits in there so nicely. I like this. So if you are somebody on the go and you're constantly changing your accessories, it's really good to have these because it's got the quick release all ready to go. We've also got a nice chunky power cable here as well. But they do take it one step further because if you wanted to be brave and mount this heavy machine on the wall, they actually have a bracket here with a hose reel, which I'm going to show you in a few minutes time. Not something I'm probably going to be keeping up on my wall because I don't think my walls would take it. And I probably will be taking this occasionally out and about, but I have to bear in mind it is quite heavy, so I can't just sling it in the car or the van and be done with it. This is a completely different animal. I still cannot believe how heavy can this be for something so small, like this size, and it's that heavy. I'm just, oh my word, I'm gobsmacked. So let me show you this right here because we have a wall mount with a hose reel. Now basically what you'll find is you can put your pressure washer onto here, we can bolt it on, we can connect this all up, and then you'll be able to wrap that 15-meter hose around it. It has also got a handle as well, which I'll need to fit. So like what I've said before is I'm going to be doing individual videos on the pressure washer, the steamer, and the wet vac as well. And we also have something else which I'm going to show you in a minute, which I will be giving a dedicated video to because I think it's a game changer. This you can put on the wall, but it is awfully heavy. So like I said, make sure you've got a decent, strong wall if you really do want to put this on. I would love to have that up there, but it's just not going to happen. So I will be mounting the pressure washer onto this because I think it's very handy that I've got the wheels, and at least I can drag it around if I really need to. But I think quite frankly, 15 meters is going to be plenty good enough. Water spotting is one of those things that many of you are going to struggle with, especially in the summer as those temperatures hit the late 20s, early 30s. I know so many detailers who struggle saying, I can't get the car dry quick enough, or the water's literally just burning on the surface of the paint. Now, I know that it's always a good idea to wash the car early in the morning or later in the evening, but as a business, you don't really have that luxury, especially if you're mobile. And if you don't have any areas in your van to put your marquee because they're just so enormous, then you really are going to struggle. So what a lot of people tend to do is go for something like this. So what I am going to do is save a later date to make a dedicated video on this. I want to get this all rigged up to my machine. I want to have a little play around with it first before I start sharing any feedback. I know the pros of using one of these, but is it going to make much difference to my business here with my studio? I'm not sure. So now that we've had a good look at everything, let's talk about some of those packages that they have to offer. So what we featured here is the gold package, which comes in at around £2,000, but we're actually going to start off with the bronze. The bronze is around £1,500 and the silver goes up to around £1,700. Now, if I had a choice between all three, do you know which one I'd go for? No, I definitely wouldn't go for the gold before you think that. In fact, I'd rather go for the bronze package, purely because if I am a startup business, I might not be sure whether I'm going to be a mobile detailer or maybe a studio-based detailer. Those water filters are definitely not going to be for everybody. I've made do for 16 years without one, and quite frankly, at this moment in time, I could probably continue with that idea because I have car dryers, we have rinse aids, we have ceramic foams. There's always other ways where you can wash a car without causing water spots. And now because we've got so many decent water spot removers out there, it's a problem that I can easily fix. And especially now with this studio, the cars can come straight in and I can dry them. Or better still, if you've got more people working around you, you can get that car dry quicker anyway. So if you are in one of those areas where perhaps your water is just horrendously hard, then maybe you should upgrade to the silver or the gold. But other than that, I still think that you should probably try the bronze at least. And bear in mind that you've probably already got your own favorite preferences with cleaning chemicals, whether it's interior or whether it's that snow foam, in fact. So I haven't had a chance to test any of these yet, but over the next 6 to 12 months, that's exactly what we're going to be doing because I still think there is a lot more to give from this company. And honestly, when we look at all the other products they do, whether it's going to be for your window cleaning or patio cleaning, there's so many different options out there. But one thing I would love to see from maybe this company or another company would be the fact that you could team up with another chemical manufacturer or supplier and sell the ultimate bundle with all the brushes that you can get, all the buckets as well, along with all this equipment, because I think having one massive package could be an absolute game changer. Now, if you're somebody who's slightly curious about wanting to become a car cleaner and you want to know some of the ins and outs of a day in the life of a mobile detailer, then you can go and watch this video right here.